Biosecurity, your essential protection strategy. Over 7 years, biosecurity has evolved from basic disease prevention to comprehensive protection strategies that are essential for farm survival and profitability. The industry has learned that knowledge is key, and with crucial renewed emphasis on biosecurity, knowledge has become vital for protecting valuable livestock investments. The foundation of modern biosecurity rests on comprehensive prevention approaches that address multiple threat vectors simultaneously. Stringent biosecurity measures include preventative vaccination, tick control, and helminth control as paramount components for maintaining herd health and protecting farm investments. Regular surveillance has become essential for timely disease detection, preventing serious health crises that can devastate operations and destroy years of genetic progress. The cost of disease outbreaks extends far beyond immediate treatment costs to include production losses, genetic setbacks, and market access restrictions. Staff training on protocols and disease recognition significantly impacts herd health and profitability. Understanding disease transmission mechanisms enables effective prevention strategies that protect valuable livestock investments while reducing costs and improving productivity. Disease transmission understanding provides the foundation for effective prevention programs. Knowledge of how pathogens spread through herds enables targeted interventions that break transmission cycles and protect animal populations. The 30-day quarantine protocol has become standard practice for safely introducing new animals to existing herds. This protocol includes comprehensive infectious disease testing before contact with the main herd, preventing disease introduction from external sources while protecting existing herd health and productivity. Risk mitigation through quarantine prevents catastrophic disease introduction that could affect entire herds. Investment protection through proper quarantine procedures safeguards existing herd health and productivity while enabling safe genetic improvement through new animal introduction. Disease-specific biosecurity approaches have become more sophisticated and targeted. Recent foot and mouth disease outbreaks in the Eastern Cape highlighted the critical need for rigorous biosecurity measures and coordinated industry response. Vaccination requirements include regular inoculation necessary in affected regions, with specific protocols developed for different disease threats. The MPO's interventions were instrumental in halting FMD spread through vaccination programs and enforced protocols, demonstrating the value of coordinated industry response. Industry collaboration has proven essential for effective disease control, with coordinated responses more effective than individual farm efforts. Shared resources and expertise enable more comprehensive protection strategies than individual farms could implement alone. Tick-borne disease control focuses on understanding and managing complex disease vectors. Blue tick management addresses the primary vector for anaplasmosis, redwater, and theileriosis. Understanding that blue ticks are one-host ticks laying between 2,000 and 2,500 eggs helps in planning effective control strategies. Control strategies include frequent dipping with weekly or 5-5-4-day schedules during high-challenge periods, vaccination programs for specific diseases, and blocking methods using oxytetracyclines for strategic disease prevention. Multiple transmission routes require comprehensive prevention approaches. Anaplasmosis can be transmitted by blood-sucking flies and contaminated needles, requiring prevention strategies that address all potential transmission routes rather than focusing solely on tick control. Brucellosis represents a comprehensive biosecurity challenge due to its zoonotic significance and severe implications for both herd health and food safety. The disease causes abortions and retained placenta in cows while posing serious risks to human health. Eradication strategies require test and slaughter approaches combined with robust prevention and controlled animal movements. This comprehensive approach addresses both infected animals and potential sources of reinfection. Testing protocols require initially monthly, then quarterly testing necessary for management and achieving brucellosis-free status. Long-term commitment requires sustained effort for successful eradication, often taking years of consistent management. Financial implications of brucellosis outbreaks can be significant, requiring long-term management investments that may exceed immediate treatment costs. The economic impact includes testing costs, animal losses, production impacts, and market access restrictions. Bovine viral diarrhea management addresses circulation significance as the disease has widespread presence in South African herds. Economic impact affects milk production and reproductive efficiency, though financial impact often goes unnoticed by farmers. Prevention strategies include vaccination, strict biosecurity measures, good management practices, and continuous monitoring to achieve herd immunity. Herd immunity building requires comprehensive approaches to develop resistance across entire populations. Mastitis biosecurity requires holistic approaches for comprehensive disease management. Hygienic milking routines include force stripping, proper teat dipping, and clean gloves as essential practices for prevention. Teat dip selection should be based on specific farm pathogens and environmental conditions rather than using generic approaches. Staff recognition training on mastitis identification and prevention enables early intervention and better outcomes. Cleaning in place systems require specialized services for udder health management, with Total Quality Dairy Farm Hygiene offering expertise in this critical area. Antimicrobial resistance prevention addresses global public health threats that affect dairy farming practices. Waste milk concerns arise from antibiotic residues in waste milk fed to calves, which can contribute to resistant bacteria development in young animals. Calf gut microbiota faces risks of fostering resistance when exposed to antibiotic residues, creating long-term problems that extend beyond individual farms. Responsible use requires accurate diagnosis, proper protocols, and comprehensive record keeping to minimize resistance development. Staff education through continuous training on responsible antimicrobial use helps ensure appropriate application of these critical tools. WHO targets include a 20% reduction in antibiotic use by 2030, creating pressure for alternative approaches. Alternative development through research into non-antibiotic solutions for disease management offers promising approaches for reducing antimicrobial dependence. Prevention emphasis focuses on biosecurity and management rather than treatment approaches. Monitoring systems track antimicrobial use and resistance patterns to identify problems and guide improvement efforts. These systems provide data needed for evidence-based decision-making about antimicrobial use policies. Farm hygiene and environmental controls provide foundational protection against disease threats. General farm hygiene includes clean housing, where cattle housing and lying areas are critical for disease prevention. Pest control using non-chemical methods like sticky fly catchers and cats for flies and mice provides environmentally friendly approaches to disease vector management. Environmental management controls disease vectors and reservoirs through habitat modification and targeted interventions. Sanitation protocols include regular cleaning and disinfection schedules that break disease transmission cycles and reduce pathogen loads in farm environments. Chemical safety incorporates proper handling through safe measuring, mixing, and application of agricultural chemicals and stock remedies. Label compliance requires always reading and following label instructions to ensure safe and effective use. Staff training provides education on product registration, warnings, and precautions to prevent accidents and ensure effective application. Storage security through proper storage prevents accidental exposure or misuse while maintaining product effectiveness. Post-mortem procedures provide valuable information for disease prevention and control. Investigation Importance recommends post-mortem examination for any animal death to understand causes and prevent future losses. Disease prevention through proper carcass destruction prevents disease spread to other animals or wildlife populations. Knowledge gained from understanding causes of death informs future prevention strategies and identifies emerging health threats. Record-keeping documents findings for pattern identification and trend analysis that can reveal important health management insights. Advanced monitoring and detection systems provide early warning capabilities for disease threats. Early detection systems include surveillance programs for regular monitoring of disease indicators across herds and regions. Laboratory support provides diagnostic services for accurate disease identification and appropriate treatment selection. Reporting systems ensure timely communication of disease outbreaks to relevant authorities and other farms. Response protocols include rapid response plans for disease emergencies that can minimize spread and impact. These coordinated approaches are more effective than individual farm responses. Technology integration incorporates digital records through electronic tracking of health interventions and outcomes. Automated alerts notify managers of potential health issues before they become serious problems. Data analysis uses accumulated information to identify patterns and risks that might not be apparent from individual cases. Remote monitoring enables technology for off-site health surveillance and expert consultation. Crisis management addresses systemic challenges that affect the entire industry. Veterinary system challenges identified in 2023 showed veterinary and animal disease control systems reported as broken and in crisis, threatening livestock industry viability. Industry threats compromise livestock industry viability through inadequate disease prevention and control capabilities. Critical needs include continued focus on biosecurity at all levels of the industry and value chain. System rebuilding requires investment in veterinary infrastructure and capacity to restore effective disease prevention and control capabilities. Outbreak response includes rapid response where quick action is essential for containing outbreaks before they spread to other farms or regions. Resource mobilization coordinates veterinary, governmental, and industry resources for effective response. Communication provides clear information flow during crisis situations to ensure appropriate actions are taken quickly. Recovery planning includes strategies for returning to normal operations after disease outbreaks. Success examples demonstrate that effective biosecurity is achievable with proper commitment and resources. Beckridge Farm maintains excellent herd health status through strong emphasis on comprehensive protection strategies. Biosecurity emphasis with strong focus on comprehensive protection demonstrates successful implementation of multiple protection layers. Best practice examples serve as models for other operations to follow and adapt to their specific situations. Industry collaboration incorporates knowledge sharing through disseminating successful biosecurity strategies across the industry. Collective action enables industry-wide cooperation for disease control that benefits all participants. Resource pooling allows sharing expertise and resources for common challenges that individual farms cannot address alone. Continuous improvement learns from both successes and failures across the industry to refine and improve biosecurity approaches. Economic justification demonstrates the value of biosecurity investments. Cost-benefit analysis shows prevention is consistently more economical than treatment approaches. Investment protection through biosecurity protects valuable livestock assets and genetic investments. Market access requires meeting biosecurity standards to ensure participation in national and international markets. Insurance value positions biosecurity as essential insurance against catastrophic losses that could destroy farming businesses. Key insight: modern biosecurity requires systematic integration of prevention protocols, early detection systems, responsible treatment strategies, staff training, and industry collaboration. Success depends on understanding that biosecurity is everyone's responsibility and that comprehensive protection systems are essential insurance against devastating losses. The most effective programs combine multiple protection layers working together to maintain herd health, ensure food safety, and protect economic investments. The 7-year evolution from 2018 to 2024 has demonstrated that farms with comprehensive biosecurity programs consistently outperform those with basic or reactive approaches, both in terms of animal health outcomes and economic performance.